Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. And we're gonna learn how to create a database, how to alter a database, and how to delete a database, also schema. So before starting, I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough about the definition of a database and a schema. So basically, a database is an organized collection of data stored and accessed electronically. As you can see, this is a database and Bike Stores and Adventure Works 2019. So in this database there are tables, and that also in the tables there are columns and rows and all these things, and we're gonna learn all these things. But before that, we're gonna learn how to create a database, drop database, and see all the database that we've created on our server. So a schema also is a list of logical structures of data. So we before we insert our data in a table, we need to create a database, and then we need to create a schema. Without creating a schema, if you want to if you want to create a table, uh, the Microsoft SQL Server automatically create a schema, which is DBO. So let's dive into a database first of all. So if you want to create a database, just right click here and then go to new database, and then just type here whatever you want to name. So but I don't do this like that. So I just want to create database on the syntax, and here in this white screen it's really better to understand SQL and how to SQL works, and just type create database and the name of database that you want to create. So I'm going to create a database called employee and then execute it. So once you executed it, there is a message popped up, commands completed successfully. So let's say you just want to work on this database. No, you cannot. You cannot work in this database because you have to use it. So you either can do it from here or here. You can just choose the database you created, but I don't do that. As I said, I use just here. So just use employee, and once you executed it, as you can see, the name of the database changed. So right now we are in our employee database. So let's say you want to see all the database you created on your server. So select name from master.sys and .databases and order by name. You can order by name means that you just want to sort this by name. So just execute this, and as you can see, we have 7 databases on our server. So let's say you want to alter your database. So if you want to alter your database, you need to type first of all alter database and then your current database, and then set single user with rollback, immediate, and go. Go means that you just want to separate your syntax from each others. You just want to separate this data, this query from this query. So basically go does this. So why I type this? So first of all, the first query fundamentally will change database to single user mode to prevent an external connection. And once you execute this, so as you can see, there is a error popped up. Why? Because there is no such a database, current database. So I'm gonna delete this and type employee and then execute this and see commands completed successfully. Just refresh this. So as you can see, single user. So once you did this, you can execute this. Exec means execute, and you can type this like this, and sp underscore rename db, and then your current database, which is employee, and then the database you want to change to. So let's say you want to change to company, and then execute this. So just refresh this. So company, it's still single user. So to if you want to switch it back to multi-user mode, all you have to do is just alter database and the name of the new database. So then company, and then execute this, and it's done. And this is how to create database, how to see all the database you created, and also how to alter your database. So let's just dive into schema. So if you want to create a schema, it's straightforward, and create and schema and the name of the schema, and then execute this, and you have a schema right now. So basically create schema and the name of the schema and go. That's it. So if you want to see all the schema that you've created on your server, all you have to do just execute this. Select as.name, and as means just, if you want to just change your column name to name, as.name, and u.name as owner. So once you execute this, you can, as you can see, as name here, the name of the column's name is name, and the other column's name is owner. So what is the schema we've created? Yes, product and DBO, the owner of this schema, DBO. So I think, yes, if you want to drop the schema, you can drop the schema and drop schema if exists product. So why I type this if exists? So the if exists option is available from SQL Server 2016. So it basically encourages you to condition and delete a database only if the database already exists. So if you are eager to delete a non-existent database without specifying the if exists option, SQL Server will just definitely issue an error. So we don't want to see any error. So that's why I put the if exists option here. So I think it's basically like this. So just the final punchline about database and schema. As you can see, there is a picture on the screen I put. So apartment, floor, and home. So I just want to illustrate this three things which are database, schema, table with this picture. So apartment represents database, and in the apartment there are floors, like first, second. So when you rent a home or a house, you have a floor, right? Like first floor and second floor, and you just want to go to upstairs or downstairs to unlock your door. So the floor means schema. So home means table. So that's really straightforward. That's why we want to create schemas and also table. So let's say you have a really specific information about your company and you want to create a table related to sales, and also a table related to customers or employees. So you just want to separate them from each other, and information about sales goes to let's say sales schema, because it's all about sales numbers. So on the other hand, there is also information about employee, and that goes to employee schema. So there might be their address, email, telephone, or you just want to put all these tables into different schemas. So that's how we manage and control our tables and database flexibly. So thank you so much for watching my video. It's the end of this tutorial, and see you later. Take good care of yourself.